Hello, welcome to step number 2. And this step is observation. And this is a beautiful step for you to do with the author, for you to talk to with the Holy Spirit. Use all the questions you can think of. Think of putting on a detective hat or a journalist. Now, the danger here is going too quickly to see what somebody else observed. But that's when we miss the rich connecting with God, the rich communication and times of being together. So we don't want to short circuit that. We really want to connect with Him and talk to Him first. We will use some materials from reliable sources. But for observation, I want you to remember 3 things. And the first is there's an order to observation. You want to start with the big picture. You take the big picture and then you go, where is it in the Bible? Where is it in the big story? And then you go to the book. What is the book about? Why is it all compiled into one? And then the chapter, and then the sentence, and then the words. But there's a real purpose to going in that order to protect you from taking things out of context. So that's really important. There's more notes attached here, but I'm going to highlight some. The other thing about observation is that, as I mentioned in preparation, find a tool that works for you. For me, I take notes. I like words. For other people, they draw pictures. Maybe you're going to record something. Maybe you're going to go for a walk. Maybe you're going to draw a picture. But what you want to do is write down or somehow record what you're observing. That helps it go deeper. That takes it to another level. And I like this quote by Howard Hendricks. A pen is a mental crowbar. So it really helps us. The third thing I want you to remember in observation, it takes practice. Everything that's good and worthwhile takes practice. But when you start, I don't want you to get paralyzed or overwhelmed. Just think of asking questions with the author. Think of talking with God, the Holy Spirit, and asking Him, because that's really where the relationship is formed. And so, again, there's more information in the notes because it's a really beautiful thing to understand. There's different types of literature. You don't want to read a poem like you read a history book, or you don't want to read a proverb like it's like a letter that Paul wrote to us as the church. But you want to ask questions. Who is this letter to? Who is it talking about? Who is it from? What is the main message? Why was this book written? When was it written? Where was it written? You see, we need to first understand what it meant to those that it was originally written to. And then we can take interpretation, but we have to do a thorough job of observation. And so there's some more notes, because don't get paralyzed. Even if you just spend 5 minutes doing this observation, doing these questions, and then, in my notes, I provided some reliable resources. You might get some ideas of more things to talk to God about. But this is about your relationship with Him. But don't skip over this step, because when we skip over this step, we really can get in trouble. We can make the Bible say things it's not. We can start assuming things about God that's not true. So I want you to just take and talk to Him and observe. And I look forward to hearing what it's like for you, what works for you. I've shared what works for me, but I want to see how this works for you and how you can do observation. Don't go into application or interpretation yet. Stick for a whole week on just observing. Ask the Lord what book He wants you to read, where you want to start. figure out where it is in the big picture, the big story. And again, I look forward to connecting with you. More resources in the notes. Thank you.